Let's study very short answer type questions. Question 1. What happens when people have large amounts of stress? Answer. People having large amounts of stress can become tired, sick and unable to concentrate clearly. Sometimes they even suffer from mental breakdown. Question 2. What is environmental stress? Answer. It is a response to happenings around us that cause stress such as noise, pollution, crowding, pressure of work, family tensions, etc. Question 3. What are the symptoms of stress? Answer. Stress can cause symptoms such as cold hands or feet, tenseness, increased sweating, day mouth, etc. These are all short-term symptoms of stress. Question 4. How leisure activities benefits in stress management? Answer. Leisure gives the benefits by enabling a person to indulge in his/her interests, hobbies, gives them a break and provides an outlet for relief. Question 5. How can a person manage stress? Answer. With proper planning and use of the right techniques, stress can be reduced or managed to remain within tolerable limits. Question 6. How human body responds to a stressful situation? Answer. The human body responds to a stressful situation by pumping adrenaline so that the muscles become tense and the heart rate increases. Question 8. What is survival stress? Answer. Survival stress is a common response to danger in all people and animals. When you are afraid that someone or something may physically hurt you, your body automatically responds with a burst of energy so that you will be better able to survive the dangerous situation or escape it altogether. Question 9. How does the practice of yoga help in stress management? Answer. The practice of yoga helps in stress management by relaxing the body and mind, developing a connection between the mind and the body, releasing emotional energy and helping to breathe more effectively. Question 10. How can we become self-aware about our strengths? Answer. We can become self-aware about our strengths by finding out what we like to do, what we are enthusiastic about doing, and what work done by us is given good comments by others. Question 11. What should we do when we become aware of our flaws? Answer. When we become aware of our flaws, we should not hide them, but take other people's help in overcoming them. Let's study short answer type questions. Question 1. How stress can be caused by both good and bad experiences? Answer. Stress can be caused by both good and bad experiences, like when people feel stressed by something going on around them, their bodies react by releasing chemicals into the blood. These chemicals give more energy and strength, which can be a good thing if their stress is caused by physical danger, but it can also be a bad thing if the stress is in response to something emotional and there is no outlet for this extra energy and strength. The good stress is called eustress, whereas the bad stress is termed as distress. Question 2. Why is self-regulation important in life? Answer. Self-regulation is important in life due to following reasons. First, self-regulation allows you to keep a tab on your own emotions. Second, self-regulation enables to develop the idea about what is appropriate behavior and what is inappropriate behavior in a given social condition. Third, it helps in controlling negative impulses and reciprocate emotions for actualizing set goals. Question 3. What are the 4 kinds of self-awareness? Answer. These are the 4 kinds of self-awareness are: first, self-awareness about your strengths, to find out your strengths, find out what you like to do, what you are enthusiastic about doing, and what work done by you is given good comments by others. Second, self-awareness about your weaknesses, if you know what you find difficult to do or cannot do. You can take help from other people in that task. Otherwise, you can remove this weakness by learning that particular task. Third, self-awareness about your flaws. You should not hide your flaws but take other people's help in overcoming them. Fourth, self-awareness about your erosional problems. Emotional problems in your character should be kept under control when some incident triggers them. Question 4. What is fatigue-related stress? Why is it difficult to avoid? Answer. Fatigue-related stress builds up over a long time and can take a heavy toll on our body. It is caused by working too long or too hard at our job, school or home. It can also be caused by exercising too much or too long. If you do not know how to manage your time well or how to take time out for rest and relaxation, you will become a victim of fatigue-related stress. It is difficult to avoid because many people feel that it is out of their control. Question 5. What happens during meditation that makes it a useful technique for managing stress? Answer. During meditation, we change from our normal activities to silence. We go beyond the noisy thoughts in the mind and enter a state of restful alertness, thus reducing stress. At this time, although we are in a state of deep rest, our mind is fully alert and awake. Thus, the body experiences many healing effects which are the reverse of the fight-or-flight response, such as decreased heart rate, normalization of blood pressure, deeper breathing, reduced production of stress hormones, higher immunity, more efficient use of oxygen by the body and reduced inflammation. All these changes in body function help in managing stress effectively. Question 6. What are the skills necessary for independent working? List any 6. Answer. The skills necessary for independent working are 1. Becoming self-aware, self-monitoring and self-correcting. 2. Knowing what we need to do. 3. Taking the initiative rather than waiting to be told what to do. 4. Doing what is asked to the best of our ability, without the need for external prodding, and working until the job is completed. 5. Learning to work at a pace that we can sustain for a long time. 6. Taking ownership of our mistakes without looking for excuses. 7. Refusing to let self-doubt or negative emotions due to negative past experiences take us away from the task. Any 6. Question 7. How can we self-motivate ourselves for completing a task which appears to be too large or too complex to be done by us? Answer. For completing a task which appears to be too large or too complex to be done by us, we can break down the job into several smaller and easier tasks, each of which can be accomplished in a set time period. This is possible only through self-motivating ourselves to find a workable solution to the task, as self-motivation is our ability to identify effective methods of thinking about something to taking action about it. Breaking down the job into smaller tasks comprises the thinking part, whereas accomplishing each small part of the task comprises the taking action part. Let's study long answer type questions. Question 1. Explain the 4 types of stress in detail. Answer. Stress can result due to stimulus from external factors such as environment and social factors or internal factors such as fatigue, emotions or illness. On the basis of stimulus, stress may be classified into 4 types. 1. Survival stress. When you are afraid that someone may physically hurt you, your body automatically responds with a burst of energy so that you will be better able to survive the dangerous situation or escape it altogether. This is known as survival stress. 2. Internal stress. It generates within the human regarding the unreasonable matters. This internal stress is one of the most important kind of stress to understand and manage because it keeps on building up as time passes. 3. Environmental stress. It is a response to happenings around us that cause stress such as noise, pollution, family tensions, etc. Some of these may be under our control if we try to control them, whereas some may not be controllable by us. 4. Fatigue-related stress. This kind of stress builds up over a long time. It can be caused by working too long or too hard at our job. It can also be caused by exercising too much or too long. If a person does not know how to manage his time well, then he will become a victim of fatigue-related stress. Question 2. What are the techniques that are used to manage stress? Answer. Following are the techniques that are used to manage stress, and they are as follows. 1. Physical exercise. It is an activity done to achieve physical fitness to and overall health. It improves blood circulation, lowers the blood pressure, clears the mind of worrying thoughts, improves our self-image and makes us feel better about ourselves. 2. Yoga, it helps in relaxing mind and body by developing a connection between the mind and body, releasing emotional energy and helping to breathe more effectively. 3. Meditation. During meditation, although we are in a state of deep rest, our mind is fully alert and awake. At this time, body experiences many healing effects which are reverse of fight or flight response, such as decreased heart rate, reduced production of stress hormones, higher immunity and reduced inflammation. 4. Leisure. This means spending holidays with your family and friends. Leisure gives you benefits of enabling you to indulge in your interests or hobbies, gives you a break from stress, provides an outlet for relief and also provides social contact. 5. Nature walks. It means walking in the park. These walks may be done more than once a day for a short period of time during which we do not think about our day-to-day activities during the nature walk. It promotes adequate sleep, ease muscle tension and decrease mental worries. 6. Other techniques. These include getting adequate sleep, which is a good stress reducer. When we wake refreshed after a night's sleep, we have adequate daytime energy. Progressive relaxation and contraction of the body parts will effectively reduce tension, lower the blood pressure, combat fatigue, decrease mental worries, etc.